Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and back is the understatement. I missed a couple of weeks. I've had a lot going on, so I started a new job, and you heard it here first. Can't tell you exactly what that job is. I'm not sure if I'm able to just discuss what the job is, but I can tell you that it is a dream job because I am working with comics. It's not at a comic book shop, but just say that I see a lot of comic books on a daily basis. But anyway, I'll get to that later. We'll talk about it or whatever. I got my stack from my pull week this week. I had to make a mad dash. I was just barely able to get in on Wednesday and grab my stack, and I'm finally Saturday here making my video of what's in my bag. So let's get it. Okay, so like I said, I'm back. I'm still grooving with my books and everything, and it's been tough lately. I've been super busy with trying to fulfill my photography things that I need to do, my expectations and my goals with that. And I've also started this new job. I just completed my first week, and it's been great. It's been great. There's a learning, process, of course, and then there's going to be an elevation to where I get to the position that I actually want. I'm just, I'm breaking in, so it's going to be really dope to see the progress. I hope that I'll be able to share it with you, but I have to talk to, the powers that be within the company to see if I'm allowed to discuss it. Nevertheless, let's start off with my Marvel books this week. And where is my little stand? I don't have my little stand. Okay, so I found my little stand, and hopefully they don't sag too bad. I just had time to bag and board them. I put my Marvel books in my iPad so I can read them on the go. That's what I normally do, is I take advantage of the free digitals that Marvel offers. So if you're not too adept on comic books at this point, just know that Marvel does offer free digital copies whenever you purchase the book. So you just got to look through. Go to the code, put it in your marvel.com or whatever, the redeemer, and then you'll be able to have that stored on your iPad or whatever device you have. So that's what I do, so I can make sure that I try to stay up, because I get so far behind with being busy. Alright, so first up anyway is The Amazing Spider-Man number 78, and this is a variant edition. Looks like this is a Venomized Miles and a black costume Spider-Man. So I know the Beyond Corporation has made their appearance. I don't really know exactly what's going on, because however, I missed issue 77, and I did realize that there's a variant cover with the Daughters of the Dragon on it, and y'all know Misty Knight is my boo. So I definitely have to go on the hunt to find that, and once I do, then I'll be able to catch up and see what's going on. Next up is Venom number 1. This is a new run with Venom, and let's take a look real quick, because I don't remember who's writing. I know Donnie Cates isn't writing in it. So Al Ewing and Ram 5 is the writers on this, and Brian Hitch is the penciler. I was a little bit upset when I got to my comic book shop, because now that I have a, not going to say like a real job, but a job that has restraints to it, where I have to be there at a certain time, as opposed to with photography, I set my own schedule according to how people book. But I was upset because I wasn't able to grab some of the variant covers, and there's a couple of variant covers of that Venom that I did want, and missed out. So anyway, that's how life goes. Next up, I got Strange Academy number 13, and this is being written by Scotty Young, and the artwork is by Humberto Ramos, and they got my girl Zoe on the cover. And I guess this is Zoe's origin story, so I'm excited about that. I still got a couple of issues to catch up to get to this point, but I'm really excited about it, because Zoe, as far as Strange Academy goes, Zoe is one of my favorite characters. And I'm happy that they have this one. This is the Unlucky 13 variant. I was hoping that I would get this one. I hope that I'll be able to go back and get a couple more, you know, depending on if my man Frank hooks me up or not. But, you know, that's how it goes. Next up is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 32. Bam, by Saladin Ahmed. And yeah, they still dealing with Taskmaster. I freaking hate that costume. I hate that new Miles costume. I don't know, you know, it's like it's not red. Like, this is the variant edition cover, and it's not red, so I don't know what that color is supposed to be, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I got this one because it was in my box. You know, Frank hooked me up, but I've been trying to avoid those particular costumes. They're just, yeah, they ain't the lick for me, so it is what it is. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna flip that down. And next I'm gonna go into Dynamite Comics. This is Vampirella. This is Vampirella number 25 by Dynamite Comics. And I only got this one strictly for the cover because it is like an homage to the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles first cover. So I got that one because of that. I'm not a big Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle fan, but I do love their first cover, and I have been reading The Last Ronin. So this is something that appealed to me, so I grabbed that. I don't usually get Vampirella. You know, I'm really on the Sacred Six side of things when it comes to Dynamite. But there was one that I missed getting, and that was Nyx. And I saw that came out, so I want to go back and get that one. That one has some seriously dope covers. If you get a chance, go check that out. Next up from Image Comics, I have A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 2. I really dug the first one, so I'm going to see what happens in the second one. Pretty much it's about this guy who's like, he's like on this mission, like a indiscreet mission. He's just traveling through his day, and he ends up going to this house and finds, you know, some people murdered in the house. So I'm not sure what he stumbled up upon, but you know, it's very little talking, a lot of more panels as far as showing the action. So I kind of dig that. It's a little bit different, but I'm really digging it so far. So we're gonna see what issue number 2 holds for us. All right, next up, this is I Am Batman number 3, written by John Ridley. And I don't know what's going on, but you know, they keep pushing Black Panther back further and further. Now, the last I heard, it was supposed to come out on November 24th, I believe. But John Ridley's the new writer for that, and I'm okay with this one, this I Am Batman series. I'm okay so far, but you know, there's nothing that really has no really sting for me in it just yet. So that's why I'm really super anxious to see what he does with the Black Panther series. He did a great job with the other side of DC. That's where I fell in love with his writing. Like I say, this is okay, but really looking forward to that Black Panther new series that comes out. And this was, I think this is issue cover B, and I also got cover A, which I really dig cover A. Cover A is that typical Batman thing, you know how like he's always sitting on the fire escape waiting for Jim Gordon to come outside his house. You know, it's funny because Jim Gordon's a commissioner, and he lives in this little apartment in Queens, or where, I don't know where he lives, somewhere in New York. But Batman's always sitting outside his window, sitting on the fire escape, like, you know, some creeper or something. But anyway, next up is Static Season 4, and I actually made a video for the previous week, and the other cover, the Akira cover, not sure if, I can't even remember if I put it out or not, but the Akira cover was there, and this is the cover A. The Akira cover was cover B. So I guess they had, I don't know what DC has going on as far as their deliveries and when stuff is coming out. But I've already read this issue. It's a great issue. Static is static. Everything Milestone is putting out is great for me. So I think right now that they're not getting enough attention, and they're not really getting you know, the accolades that they should, because it came out with a bang. Icon came out hitting, Hardware came out hitting, Static definitely came out hitting. So if you're out there and you're looking at comics, especially, you know, if especially if you're looking for, you know, black superheroes and everything, you definitely want to check out Milestone. By, you know, that whole company is by the great Dwayne McDuffie, and a lot of other people came together to put that together. It went away for a while, but it's back, and it came back with a bang. Definitely check out Static, Icon and Rocket, and Hardware. Crossing my fingers and hoping it will soon get us a new Blood Syndicate as well. I'm really looking forward to that. Next from DC, I have Black Manta, and this has been pretty good. And it's funny because I guess the Aquaman, the Rising, or whatever the new Aquaman miniseries with the guy Jackson Hyde, I guess Black Manta is actually his father. So I don't know how that's going to tie in, but I'm looking forward to it. But as you see, it says Prelude to Aquaman. So I'm definitely excited to read this issue and see what's going on with it. But that's Black Manta, and that's number 3 of 6. This is a 6 issue series. So, you know, if you're not into it just yet, you still can go get 1 and 2 and catch up with 3. And then you'll get the finish line with 3 more after that. So it is definitely worth the read, in my opinion. Oh, let me tell you who wrote it. I think this is being written by Chuck Brown. If you don't know who Chuck Brown is, check out Bitterroot. Just Google Bitterroot, and you'll see who Chuck Brown is. But yeah, he's a dope writer. I'll say that. Yep, Chuck Brown and Matthew Dow Smith are the artists on this. So yeah, Chuck Brown is one of the co-creators of Bitterroot, one of the best series out. So if you really like that, you know, they don't really correlate. It's a different type of genre as far as what Bitterroot is as a comic, and as far as what Black Manta is as a comic. But they're worth the read, so, you know, check it out. Last up is Batman Urban Legends. This is Fear State number 9, and as you see, they got one of my favorite superheroes on there, the Signal. So I'm definitely excited about seeing what's going on with him. That is pretty much the only reason that I've actually stayed with these Urban Legend books from DC, because it's like 4 stories in it, but they're okay. But I'm really, you know, I'm a Signal fan, so I hope they bring Signal to the DC universe on the screen or something like that. That would be hella dope. I definitely think that's something that DC needs, as far as, you know, to give them a little boost, to kind of come a little bit closer to Marvel. They ain't gonna catch them, but just to get a little bit closer to see what Marvel's doing. Just my opinion. So anyway, that's my pickups for the week, but what was in my bag. Before I go, surprise, I got an unboxing. So I wasn't expecting this for a while, but this is from Carnivore Comics, as you see. And I came home yesterday, and it's funny because yesterday was a day that my daughter decided to go hang out. So nobody, and my wife went to go hang out as well. She didn't. She was off yesterday. She took a day off. She was hanging out, but nobody was home to receive the package, which is very rare. And it sat outside. And as today, it's really dark outside. It looks like it's gonna rain here in Florida and in Tampa. And I'm just like, I am so happy that it did not rain, because that is one of our worst nightmares as far as comic collectors. When you get stuff in the mail, they put stuff outside your door, and you just pray that it doesn't rain before you can get home and get it. So yeah, I think if it would have rained, then I might have had some issues with going to work at my new day job. But anyway, that's a joke. That's a joke. I'm really enjoying my day job. Honestly, this is for the first time in my life as far as having a day job. Photography is my passion. Photography is going to be my career forever. I hope that, you know, right along with comic book collector, they have photographer next to it. I hope I leave some dope images for the world, you know, to be able to look at and appreciate in the years after I'm gone or whatever. But I can honestly say that the job that I have, it is a dream job, that if I won the lottery today, I would still go to that job on Monday morning. That's how much I like the job. So, you know, and I continue to work there, you know, till it rained on my comic book deliveries. All right, so let's see how this box is all outfitted. I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah. So everybody knows, if you've been watching my channel, that you know that Rodney Barnes is right now one of my favorite writers. Philadelphia is absolutely my favorite series. along with Bitterroot. And I can't say that because I always say, if you watch my channel, I say that's my favorite a lot. That's my favorite. I like a lot of stuff, you know, so I don't know. Like, my wife always says, oh, that's my obsession, that's my obsession. But that just really means that it's something that she really, really likes a lot. So when I say it's my favorite, then I really mean that it's something that I really, really dig. But Rodney Barnes is a writer that I really, really dig. So shout out to my man Rodney Barnes. Right along with this unboxing. And it says it comes from Martin's Collectibles. I actually purchased it from Carnivore Comics. So I got this from Carnivore Comics. They sent me a beautiful little sticker that I am definitely going to use. I don't know if I'm going to put it on my new cup here. But yeah, got my blade on there. Anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do it. I'm going to add it to the rest of my stickers. But without further ado, I'm rambling. I'm going on when you're ready to just say, damn, what the hell did you get? So these are the Virgin variants of Philadelphia 18. This was limited to 400 copies. So the artwork is by Bjorn Berens. This is 120 of 400, and this is 119 of 400. So I got these from Carnivore Comics via Martin's Collectibles via Carnivore Comics. They rate these are at a 9.8. I'm probably definitely going to get these slabbed. These covers are hella dope. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, I got to get something epic to go along with my Philadelphia series. So this is what I picked up. Very excited about that. I'm going to sit one right here and hopefully it doesn't slide off. But yeah, so they put the nice little card in the back. So in the grand scheme of things, as far as people think, as far as print runs, I'm really just getting into understanding print runs, or paying, not understanding because I understand it immediately, but to kind of get to a point where, you know, you respect the gravity of a print run. There's certain books that were printed, and there's like 20,000 of those books printed, and they're going through CGC, and people are going absolutely bananas crazy trying to acquire those books and paying crazy amounts for them. But the books came out 20, 30 years ago. So just think, something with a print run of only 400 books, in 10 years, are all 400 of those books still going to be around? That's going to be the catch. And that's the purpose in talking about print runs and the gravity of low print runs. So I'm excited to have 2 of 400 books that were printed. So yeah, it's definitely gonna get slabbed, and you know, and that's to preserve the artwork and to make sure that this book stays around. So like I always say, my nerdiest grandkid is gonna get my collection. Anyway, that's it, folks. I appreciate you for hanging out with me real quick. I know I like to ramble, I like to talk. I hope you found something interesting. Stay tuned, because I do have some dope videos coming up that I'm gonna be putting out. And I am gonna I don't know if, like I said, if I'm going to be able to divulge exactly where my new job is, but just know that it's within comics. It's going to help me become a better collector and have more knowledge as far as how the entire comic book, business is run. So, you know, who knows what the future holds for me. I may buy a comic book store or something like that, because, you know, my thing is long live comics anyway. It's your man Jay. This is Evolutionary Comics. And above all else, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, do all of that. You know what it is. Ha! It's Evolutionary Comics, baby. Continue to evolve. Gotcha.